Hello everyone! Oh whoops, oh whoops. Hello everyone, I mean. Hi there. Hi and hi. How are you all doing? There we go. Hi there Olo, hi there Adrian, hi there Oli, hi there Abhishek, hi and welcome, hi and welcome. I'm here to spread content propaganda. Get him! Get him now! Kill the heretic! Drown in the river! Set on fire! Smite him with the might of 1,000 suns! Hi there everyone, and today we will be... I will just do a little bit of computer science, okay? Just a little bit, just a tiny little bit. But that will not be the main focus of today's live stream. No, the main focus of today's live stream will be to animate, because oh my goodness, the video! Remember the video? The video that I'm just working on constantly and such. Yeah, the video! I need to work on the video. So we can't actually be doing computer science. Yeah, I know, we know we will be animating, that's the main thing. I will totally not get distracted with a simple question and then forget to render anything. You're also doing a balatro. No, no balatro! No, look at this, okay. We are on page 5 out of 8. We need to animate all of this, and only then can I get into chemistry. This is ridiculous. Oh, this is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so that's what we're doing. It's a light game, so rendering should work. I cannot fall into... I cannot fall into the trap that I always fall into, you know? We genuinely need to. Just do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You cannot stop me. Unless I stop myself by immediately getting distracted, but it doesn't matter. Okay, well, now just point, right? Well, not quite. Wave function. Okay, so all we need to do right now, all we need to do is we just need to take the camera and move it to the side. 700. I mean, to 700. There we go. Move the camera to the side and have it go, like, well, maybe a 10 and right here 1, so that we have a bit of nicer animation. Right here we have a make it that's pushing the sign of quantum mechanics, which is not what we want. That's in the way. We can move the camera like right here, I'd say. We'd rather probably keep it flat as well. Yeah, and then how we're gonna divide into twos? Okay, but why did you change your profile picture to anime with? Because why not? Yeah, kinda give that, can you? Alright, move to the right. Yes, that's it. And that's the entire animation. Is it? No, because next one will be about the wave function. The pickle here is that the way I want to arrange it visually is I want to, like in a frame, I would like to divide it in half, and the top one would be like classical mechanics, and the bottom one would be quantum mechanics. Because I'm going to use the classical mechanics as a counter to the quantum mechanics to explain the differences. Which means... Let's have what I always do. Analyze the box. Oh, I can zoom in. Oh, I have got an idea. Okay, I've got an idea. Alright. I can just zoom in like this. And also we'll move the focal point. Beautiful. And then... Loop. 0.2. That should be around the right size. Perfect. Really probably the same. With like this. And then up here. And then geometry nodes. It's not wide, is it? No, it's not. Oh, I need a new blender for this. When will the video with 0 animations just hard cards drop? The computer science thing I'm making, that one will probably not have quite as many animations. Although no, never mind, it will probably have. It's my one thing. Whoops, I just dropped my lighter. Is Jesse alive again? No. I haven't gotten around to installing the cable, I've just been busy. Make it. This is the river you won't be drowned in, located on an island which happens to be located near St. Petersburg. I don't know that reference. I'll be brutally honest with you. Okay, this one has the appearance, which means we just move on. Why is my lighter falling? Just stay there. Stay where you are. Appear one. Okay. Oh, we already had the appear. Never mind, we didn't need that then. Oops. That island's named Kotlin. Why do you know that? Man, that's a problem. No. No. Kotlin users. Unbelievable. I pray for you all, for the Kotlin users out there. I hope that one day you'll get better. Kotlin was named after an island, just like Java was. I know, because Kotlin is discount Java. No, I shouldn't call it like discount Java. I like the idea of making fun of every programming language that isn't C. But to be fair, Kotlin is just the whole point of Kotlin is that it's better Java. So I shouldn't probably call it discount. That's a bit dishonest. Wasn't Java named after the Minecraft version? Yeah, actually. That's the true story. Notch just made Minecraft and then they made a programming language around it. Missing, which is the f-stop? Or actually no, we can just move the focal point up. Yeah, that should also do the trick. There we go. Animation, render. And then what? Well, now I need to wait for this to render, which means what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a quick glance at the script to figure out what the next animation will be. No bilateral. No bilateral. But the waveform is reference, then what is this? Have a box. The focus on position of the momentum. Okay, yes, so in this case, we'll need geometry nodes for this, which I'm gonna leave. Now I have to wait for bilateral. No, now I have to wait, so I'm going to open up my VS Code, because here's the thing. I realized something. Right here, our modules, every single one of the module, right? Each and every single one of them has their own init, runtime, and cleanup so far. However, there is one more thing I feel like we'd like to do, and that is before the cleanup right here, def execute. That's because runtime is what we'll use inside the modules whenever they run. However, execute is for specific operations. Did you eat enough today? Make it no malnutrition. I just woke up. I haven't had really the chance to do anything. I'm not hungry. Considering on how you're always inclined to make your own stuff, when will Make It server serving Make It markup language files run on Make It OS? I've tried making an operating system in the past. It's really bloody difficult. It is really bloody difficult. I don't know. Okay, I have been tempted to make my own Linux distribution because that doesn't seem all that difficult. So that would be tempting. If I could make my own Linux distribution, I wouldn't be against that. Although I really need to stop with the whole doing everything from scratch, because Make It, one day you will use a Kotlin JVM based app and I will torment you about it. I wouldn't be so confident if I were you, Olo. Olo, I really wouldn't be so confident. I cannot really see myself using JVM or Kotlin ever. There are a lot of languages I'll probably never get around to using, like Rust or C Sharp. There's a lot of them. Simply because why would I use them? Make sure. Linux from scratch, however, is a 3-day endeavor, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. So that is easy. That's why operating system, that's rough. Distribution, that's a maybe. Anyway, execute. Now, execute is going to take in a command. So it will actually take in something. That's because, as I mentioned, init will initialize. We can remove the itera. There probably should be a more clever way to define everything here, wouldn't there? Whatever, we'll leave it now. Execute command. And then, for now, we need some kind of command handling. But we want clever command handling. We don't want... Well, technically, command handling will happen before this. Which means that if a command gets passed into the execute, that means the command is already valid. We will have the typical keyword parameters structure. Because that's just a good way to do it. Yeah. So, like, there was a... Oh my goodness. Switch with multiple cases in Python. What is it? What was it called? What? Oh, it was match. Got it. So what we do is we do once again, clever way. Ideally, we'd like to have an array with all the possible commands. And honestly, you're making a lot of libraries or software implementing basic standards, rings work memory of that XKCD referencing rank, runs universal number counter, the bedrock of computing. Rank? I have to be pretty honest with you, I haven't heard of rank. Ronald's universal number counter. No, Ronald's universal number cruncher? Oh, hold on. Wait, this? Language and interpret design for basic mathematical logic. This will be progress no widely used, but it's aimed to perform calculations to produce computers. I mean, there's the KCD. Oh, you mean this? Okay. Oh, you mean okay. I mean, yeah, that that certainly happens a lot, doesn't it? Make it. Do you own a phone running the Android operating system? Have you downloaded any apps from the bundled Play Store? No, actually, I did not. I just think very loudly. And that way I can connect to any network in my area. Hold on, match. Not running on the Python match. Match case. Okay, so we take match x, so we take match command, and then we do case. Is there a way for me to... No, because match is more efficient, isn't it, than loop? That's the whole point of using a match. Yeah, which means every single time we add a new case, or we need to add it in 2 places, which is a tad bit annoying, but how well we'll manage. Itera, I'm just going to leave here. Then we'll have commands. And I guess I can leave it as an array, can't I? That is efficient, correct? I guess if I know. We will do help. No, we can't do help. Wait, can we do help? Oh no, how... I'm keep trying to think of the proper way to do it at scale. Because I could do module dot. I could do module dot command. But that may be a bit inconvenient type later on. What I could do is I could do both module dot command and at the same time just the command. And then module dot command specifies the module. However, if I just do the command and it runs it from the first module available. Or could filter through them and ask me to specify sometimes. Yeah, let's just do help. We'll have help. Then we'll have just print. Actually, itera, why not? There we go. Splendid. So case commands runs command 0, and this will just print the help. Oh no, I just did this like an idiot, didn't I? No wait, because it's... Oh my goodness, command, right, command 0, there we go. Why aren't you working? I'm sorry. How come this isn't working? Match command, case commands 0. Wait, why is the itera variable global? Is there any global use case for it? If no, you should put it into the runtime class. Should be runtime. Well, the itera is right here because I will be also accessing it right here. Outside of the runtime class. It doesn't work because you haven't played Balatro yet. Don't tempt me, Adrian. Don't tempt me, because we all know how much this can derail a live stream. Oh, what is your problem? Oh, can commands not be global? No, because they don't recognize it. As the case, it's the case IE2. That doesn't clear up anything. What do you want me to do? Oh wait, what do you want me to do this? Because I doubt it. That clears up nothing. What is your problem? Why does it always have to have a problem? Irrefutable pattern is allowed only for the last case statement. So I need to do it as constants? Oh, that's fucking terrible. Oh, that's even worse. Why can't you just... Why can't you just like, just pass it as you interpret it? Command is equal to command 0. Really? No, once again, no. Do I genuinely need to do it like this? Because that will make my blood boil. Oh, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Oh, okay, let me think. Do I bother with the match cases? I guess I should. It should be more efficient. Yeah, it should be more efficient. Fine. Is there like... I imagine then at the end we'll have this. We print... And then... Command not recognized in... Name. Yeah. This is annoying because every single time we add a new command, we have to add it both to the commands array and we have to add it to the match case. There we go, it works. Hi, Skid. Hi, welcome. Yeah, this sucks, but there isn't really a way for me to fix this, so unfortunately this is what we'll have to stick with. Unfortunately, this is what we'll have to stick with. And then right here we'll have this, and then help will just say add testing module, which is kind of wacky that test one has a... well, whatever. The point is, now we go to main. We can... well, we can implement the commands. So right here we'll have the start, then right here we will have the quit. However, before we end it, we can... this will be just a simple interface, like a very simple one. However, I'm going to change it in the future, obviously, to a more sophisticated command line input. I would... well, not even command line input, only more sophisticated input in general. This is meant to be just like an access point for the module, which means we will want not runtime, only we'll want module execute. There we go. And then for module in modules, and then if command in module commands, then module execute command. And the command obviously would be something like while input. I think this should work, right? Can I do this? Would Python be fine with it? No, I can't? That's annoying. I don't like it. Fine, I'll do it for one. I already missed C. Oh no, because I did it backwards, isn't it? Wait, can I do it? Oh, this sucks. Hi, the Tefta. Seems like computer science. No, I'm just rendering in the background. That's what I'm just waiting for it to render. I'm totally not doing computer science. That would be terrible. Yeah, and then if commands is equal to quit, then we just break. And then once broken, we don't even need to check this if, only we can stop all the modules, correct? So if I do Python main, pi, right? And then if I do, well, if I do help, that's the problem. It's gonna run, there we go. It runs both of them as well. I also mix them, but that's not what we want. I mix the CNC unboxing and assembling. I've also assembled Jack, but I haven't used the CNC machine yet because I've been distracted with everything. There are so many things I'm working on in parallel. It's getting honestly quite dire. If I do help again, if I do itera, there we go. Command don't recognize this one. Okay, that's. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. If we do quit, then it breaks. Runtime object has no attribute stop. I'm guessing that's for test 1, isn't it? Yeah, you need to have a stop, which means you need to have this, and then and then what, false? We can do false. Yeah, because this will be our. So itera will just turn off. There we go. And now if we run it again, we can do help, and that helps us with everything. And then testing, yep. And then if we do itera, that prints itera, and we do quit, it all bit works. Make a chain command quit before for module. I suppose I could, but I don't think there's much of a point. Now, one more important thing is that we want an additional check here. That is, we want to see if module is in more than one, if our command is in more than one module. Because if our command is in more than one module, then we need to specify exactly which module we're talking about. And also, oh my goodness. Oh, we can do it in a more clever way. Your favorite food/food type? I would say Italian, because it's just, they've nailed it, I think. I think they've nailed it. Yeah, so we can do... I'm thinking if there's like a better way to code it than the way I'm about to, because I know how to do it, obviously, but once again, we're trying to do proper Python etiquette in this case. If we don't want just something that works, we wanted something that's beautiful. And as such, we do appearance is equal to 0. Yeah, this is gonna be ugly, but I don't know. Because no one's nailed it, but for an cheese joke, cheese. For module in modules. And then let's do if command in module commands, then appearance plus equals 1. And then right here, if appearance is equal to a 1, an exact 1, then we run this. Then if appearance is greater than 1, we just do print command. Oh, we can do another, which is appearance. Yes. Oh, I am. This. I mean, this is pretty ugly. This is a very, very ugly and gross implementation. But the underlying Python is quite beautiful. Print command and then. Can I do endline? I hope I can. Too many modules, and then we just do appearance list. Please specify which module to execute. Let's try it. So if we do itera, it prints. If we do help, yes, beautiful. Oh, this is great. This is truly great. Imagine a binary map or a hash lookup table for 2 modules with 2 commands each. There are a total of 3 commands in. There are a total of 3 commands and 2 modules in here. This is wildly overshot, but in this case, what we would also like to do is change up the structure. So basically, what we will also do is we'll do module dot command, and so if our command starts with, okay, so we'll need to do the string manipulation, Python string manipulation. So like there's this cutting method, what was it? Split. Yes. Let's just run Python real quick. Just do. Actually, let me run Python in terminal so you can see better. There we go. And then print. Let's do test.help. Please help me. There we have it. And then what we want to do is we want to separate it off. What do you mean what PHP calls explode? Don't even mention PHP. Don't bring it. I'm having a good day, right? Don't bring PHP into this. Split. Perfect. That is what we want. And then split dot. Right. 0 split dot. Yup. If, however, we don't have a dot in there, only we have test help, we just get test. That's great. Yeah, because in that case, we take in the command. Hold on, I just have to stretch. We take the command, and then this is such a proper code. I'm really. I feel a certain sense of pride, even though this didn't take all that much work. It didn't take almost any work. I coded it all in the last live stream. It is so dense. Okay, we take the command. We split with dot. If to clean for my pen said, I never in my life have written code this clean. Not in Python or otherwise. Never in my life have written anything this clean. This is maddening. Like, I can attach any amount of modules here. I just need to import it and add it to the list, and that's it. Appearance list, right? Appearance list tells us in which modules it appears. However, what we'll then want is we want to go through the entire sorting process only if command. I never remember its length in Python. I think it is. if the length of the entire thing is equal to 1, then we go through all of this. That's because if we get through all of this, then that means we just specify the command. If, however, there is a dot, which means if we do an else, elif equal to a 2, and then else just print command format to error. Then if we do this, for module in modules, if module name is equal to yup, and then module executes, and we just want to pass in the command without the thing, which means we just do command like this, and we don't split it with spaces, only we split it like so, and we pass in the first one. And now if we run it, then if I run help, please specify which one you want, but if I run test.help, and if I do test1.help, okay, and if I do itera, it runs, but if I do test.itera, it also runs. If I do test1.itera, command not recognized in test1. Oh, this is really good. This worked. Hold on, there's one thing we need to test as well. If I do ABC, command formatting error, if I do a.help, we get nothing. We might as well leave it as getting nothing, although we could, I suppose, do it a bit better. Which basically means instead of getting nothing, we could have just... like, if none of these execute. Is there a point in checking it? I don't even know if there's a point in checking it. There we have it! That's such a proper good piece of code. I'm going to switch them up right now so that the test is the clean one and test1 is the itera one. There we go. That's because the test module I will actually leave till the end because it will be the module that, you know, modules. So we'll also have... we actually would like to have probably 2 commands for each one, wouldn't we? And that is help and cmd list. And probably we would like all of them to be lowercase, just because then in the future we could implement it in ways that doesn't actually care about capitalization, which would be nice. And so right here we just do case cmd list and then print and also hopefully commands description, I'd say, would be pretty smart. So, no, there's a better way to do it, isn't there? Or what was the way to do it? Not the tuple. Oh, the Python data types, you know what I mean. Was it table? No. Python array like data type. Dictionary, thank you. Yes, I think dictionary is the one I'm talking about. Python dictionary. Thank you so much, Caper. Yes, Python dictionaries, there we go. Because I do believe that if I do... But can I sort by the first one? I actually don't know if I can implement dictionaries, the more I think about it. Not array like in NumPy, only Python list data types, maybe. Okay, so there is a set, which is not what we want. Can I... Two merge lists, basically. So this, okay, so this is just two merge lists with... Because in that case, I could implement it. Right. That's because then we'll just do commands. Help, and then describes usage. Describes the module, and then we have cmd lists commands like this. And then we need to get back to the main, and we need to check the thing which I was worried about that dictionary could not handle, which means which in module commands, right? We don't check it in commands now. How can I check only in... Oh wait, yes, okay, so I can't use it. Okay, right. Put it there for now. I guess using two lists would be just the smartest way, wouldn't it? Yeah. No point in overcomplicating it. Let's do two lists. Commands description. What's the current issue? I don't have any issues. I know how to implement all of it. The only thing is I want to do it cleanly. For commands in for I in range and length of commands, and then that's because we want to iterate through them, which means we want to do And the reason why we can do it this way is because we can then take the command and we can do if command... Actually, even better, what am I doing? Execute cleanup, and then afterwards... Can I have Python reference functions which are defined later on? Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Def cmd list and in this case we will just do cmd list and then command split spacebar 1. Wait, no, because we want all of them, don't we? Oh, that's a fair bit more annoying. So basically, okay, that is significantly more annoying, because what I effectively want is not... I don't want the first one, I want everything but the 0th one. Can I just do command split? I don't know how abstract programming works. Can I just do this? Does that work? You make it, I don't think of it. Even if my result was the least I tried, I also tried to build the best thing I can with what I have. There we go. Hi, the Phoebe, by the way. So, wait, actually, what do you mean your result was bad? That doesn't try. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? What do you mean your result was bad? $90. Because I'm pretty certain this should give us a list of parameters. 13.5 out of 20. Oh, we're talking about this one, right? Sorry, Phoebe, I have a lot of numbers in my head at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We tried, that matters. Also, you describe me as a bot. Clearly got you hung up on it. You did the best you could, and you will carry on doing the best you can in the future, because that's the important thing. The most important thing is to remember that none of the tests are actually final. And life always keeps on going. There's always more tests to do. What is the main function? I mean, I can quickly check if I can do that sort of thing, can't I? So if I just do, like, split it with spaces, and then I do minus test help please help me dot split empty 0. Ha, no, I'm not allowed. Always do. It's now always do, and that is position and momentum. Okay, so we want a position text to appear in the box, on the box. I would say, yeah, right here on the top. Why not? Which means we need geometry nodes. We want new, and then a value to string the curves, fill curves, extrude mesh, then join. I want to just package all of this. Or better yet, do command names in the keys and a tuple of the description. And the according function reference. I have no idea what keys are. And I also don't remember which data type the tuple is. Let's display the dot. Then you remove the first element of the list, and then you join the elements of the list with a previous message. Why not a dictionary? With the keys being command names and the values being the descriptions. Oh, so keys are the names. Wait, so you can actually access keys, because that was the first thing I tried, but can you actually access keys as values? Like, can you actually access the keys of the dictionary as values? Just to go... Where's my number? Just plug. Oh, there it is. Lovely. We want to center it then. They do. Let's like 4 digits. Okay. We'll need 3 of these numbers. Can I include the translation in the... No, we'll just include these. So make group, we'll have the float value and then also set material. Okay, and then Splendid. Okay, there we go. Dict keys. Wait, so you take dictionary and then function keys and that returns you the array of all the keys? Is that what happens? Hi Drash, hi. It was dictionaries this time. Okay, now we want all of them to... Let's do saturation 0.8, I feel like that should be fine. And then we'll just have to tune all of the hues. So X, Y, Z. Fairly readable, I'll leave it. Resourceful. Oh, my 4-player chess! Oh, it really has been fucking ages. Remco didn't even have mod back then. Oh, it really has been. I just separate of position. I cannot. Okay, good to know. How can I get position of an object? Or do I just do object info? I do. Cool. And then vector math struct. Right, now what is the appearance thing? Up. Ah. Okay, so up is the factor. R is, and then alp is the one that controls if it should also handle alpha. Which means we can join all of them like this. Yeah, great. One. Send it. Back to Python. That's which I lost the time with 5 queens. 4-player chess was wacky. Nowadays people just ask me to play Balatro. Okay. Wait, does this work? I guess I should test that. Oh no, wait, I shouldn't test that because... Yeah, this won't work. This will break. So what we need is Python joining arrays. How do you join arrays in Python? the string to be more exact. Balcher is kind of boring to watch. Did you get Baron to win or just love you either way? I don't get the Baron. I'll be honest. I got like 3 different legendary jokers just in the 2 days when I came back to Balatro. And the whole Baron of... Because in order for Baron to work, you need them to activate in your hand, which means you can't play them. And then how is the number supposed to go big? Okay, so joins them like this. Can you specify the separator? Oh, the separator is what you... Oh, the separator is what you start with. Right. Okay, I get it now. Which means that if we do... means if we do... Right, if we do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just for the sake of simplicity. Then if we split it by spaces, and then we want to join them, but without the first one. Join like this. Yeah, that gives us everything back exactly. Ha 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 ha. Okay. There was like Python notation for iterating an array. There's like a funky notation. Oh my goodness. I never bothered to learn that notation because to me it felt like it felt wrong. But you know what I'm saying, right? This. Holy shit, I guessed it! Okay, there we go. So that's the notation I meant. Which means... which means... where is it? Right here. CMD list. Okay. Which means we do command and then split by a space, join, and we join them from going from the first like this, right? And then, oh, here's the question actually. That's because if we just have a 1 and a 2, that works, but if you have 1 with no spaces, well, that's lovely. Got it. So if command is equal to an empty string, we list all of them. Else command split zero. Yeah, Python is very forgiving when it comes to errors. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, right. The command split 0, so that gives us the command we want to check the command for, which means we still loop through all of them. If commands I is equal to this, I hope there won't be like a space somewhere that screws me over. And actually, yeah, this is just all the same thing except with the inclusion of an extra if. Which means that I run it now, and if I do test, actually cmd list, beautiful, help, it did nothing. Shit, why? Why did you do nothing? Print checking for commands. Nope. It just didn't even bother to print it, which means the command was empty. It doesn't even execute the function. Which is weird because it did execute the function when I just did cmd list. Now it executed the function. Can you put breakpoint checkers going? What do you mean breakpoints? Okay, so it. The problem is that case cmd list. Obviously, my goodness. Obviously. Oh my fucking goodness, there we go. That's so obvious. CMD list, help. Now that is confusing. Why didn't this work? Don't crap at innocent C might use the debugging tools. C has amazing debugging. C has an entire fucking program dedicated just for debugging. I've used it in the past actually, it's really great. That's because you can run through the program, process operation by operation if you want. It was unbelievable. You know how maddening it is when your program is segfaulting and you can just like peep inside and you can figure out what memory address, for example, is screwing you over. It's wild. Also, there is obviously, I don't because my taskbar isn't working again. There we go. There's also obviously the Ghidra, which I do not have. What happened to my Ghidra? VS Code has breakpoints, but I'm not executing with VS Code, am I? I'm running this with Python. If I run Python in the command line, how it's supposed to get the data of which breakpoint I selected in VS Code? Like if I do this, because I'm guessing that's what you mean by breakpoint, then if I run it with Python, how is it supposed to get the information of which breakpoint I selected? Click the arrow. You want me to execute it with VS Code? You are all savages, each and every single one of you. Just print before matching command. Exactly, yeah, that's how debugging is meant to be done. Listen, the Lord above gave us the print command for a reason. The function print exists and is holy because of that. Hold on, match command split 0. The question is, why isn't it splitting? So print, let's just print the array. Oh, the problem is before that. Okay, that's good, no? Means the problem is main. JavaScript on the other hand. Does JavaScript even have a print? Doesn't it have like a console log or something? I keep thinking about different things that throws me off. Right, we go through right here, we split it, we check if the length is 1. Yup. Because I do command. It's not what we should do, only we should do this. There we have it. There we go. That should work, I think. What is up with the rose thing? What is up with the rose emoji? Because I've seen a couple of people use it, sometimes on streams. Also, even I think some in the Discord server, and I don't understand it. Is the new score? Why? I don't fucking understand Gen Alpha. I don't understand Gen Alpha. Like usage of usage of emojis already is beyond me. The only times I use emojis is I do it ironically. But I do understand that some people use emojis unironically, good for them. But then it going through all of those like post-irony loops of a skull. I'm not Gen Alpha. Ashad, I feel like you are Gen Alpha. I feel like at the core, if you look within yourself, you might actually be a bit of Gen Alpha. Make it, when are you streaming next? I don't know. I don't know if I'm even gonna survive till the next live stream. Okay, CMD lists. I was curious, it just broke. Because we split it with dot 1. Oh, if it's a 1, I'm an idiot. Of course we don't split that. No, past command is... Fucking hell. Obviously. CMD line. If we run CMD line, it goes in right there. Checks if the 0, which is the first one, split is equal to 1, which it is. So then pass command split it as this, so take the 0 of 1, which is CMD line in fact. And then we check if the CMD line is inside module commands, which it should be. And so then we go in, and for module in modules, we check if the past command is in there, which it should be, but it clearly isn't, because somewhere along the lines something gets choked up. So right here, this is the print in module loop, and then let's have 2 of these. Oh, if it's going to be... No, it shouldn't be an array, should it? Yeah, it shouldn't be an array. That's curious, it doesn't even execute. Okay. Module and modules of appearance equal to 1. So appearance isn't equal to 1. Okay, so I mean, so I suppose that makes sense. That would get choked up a bit earlier on. CMD list, oh fucking hell. Okay, I think we've done it, yep. Okay. Wait, no, this one, right. Wait, no. This one, and then down, yep. Please do this. CMD list. List them and CMD list. Help describes the module. There we go, we've done it. This is really good, I do have to say. Really, really good. So then, let me just remove all the prints we don't want. There we go. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's done. It's really good as well, because now we can go to this one. We can add like more to the limit on itera, and now if we run it, if I do itera, you can see that this tells us how many times we've added 1 to it. And then if I do quit, it's great. This is great. This is amazing. This is truly incredible. The density of advanced techniques in relation to the amount of code is unbelievable. Splendid. I find it funny how Make It made me mod of some atomic number thing way back in the day, but I don't think that knowledge was lies in any video later. Yeah. Ash, if you keep going down the brain rot path, then I will have to remove your mod. Will it fix my marriage? Obviously. It will fix my marriage, and I'm not even married. Alright. Alright. Oh, this is rendered, by the way. I didn't need to register. Hi, Lycan. How you doing? You can quit. You no longer need it. Oh, this is really... We've done some proper good job today already. But still, next what we need is... We need a bunch of arrows that go to some kind of point. So, empty sphere. It's like I'm Salem, not quite. I mean, used to be. Long story. Honestly, what's the aim of Fixit? Everything. Okay, but the aim of Fixit is for me... Well, so far, the reason, if you think about it, I've just spent 2 days, right, making a Python program that does nothing. The reason why is because I want to set it up in the cleanest way possible, because the aim of Fixit will be to do quite literally anything I want. So, for example, in the future, if I make like a tiny, Raspberry Pi Pico controlled screen, and if I want then to that screen correspond to the pie chart on my website, then instead of writing a dedicated piece of software, then what I would do is I would just add an additional module to Fixit that would be responsible for handling this slice. Like that would be, for example, one of the use cases. Another one would be, I don't know, I'm gonna keep adding things until it breaks, and I'm gonna fix it. Will Fixit fix my lack of woman stash, lack of girlfriend? Unfortunately not, Olo, because you're too committed to writing things in Kotlin. Okay, so what we need to do right now is we need to make an arrow which points from the cube to the empty we just created. I could just copy it from my past, my past programs, but well, not programs, the animations. Megan, last time you said it was for everything and you were comfortable with C. Why couldn't you program it in C? I will also program it in C. The thing is, note about every programming language has something about it that makes it useful. And for my purposes, the two programming languages that always go together is Python and C. If I want something quick, I do it with C. If I want something compatible, I do Python. And so in the end, Fixit will utilize both C and Python. Speaking of Gishman, I got a partner thing is headed to a concert and they're gonna have a blast. I'm so happy for them. Good for them! They happy calling your performance. Nice blending. Alright, thank you, Caper. Bye, have a good one. How do you feel about the fact that we've raised Make It? I feel like you've misplaced the 1,000 and Make It. We've raised way more than that, Lycan. At this point, we have raised in total $3,289. The internet got overwhelmed with her, I know. No, well, Kotlin is worth it. Besides, you see, I don't know much better woman statue was ever. I may not be much better, but I'm not trying. She's getting a life unlike me. Good for her. You could go and try join her, like, why not? Yeah, Lemon moved on. Lemon left this community behind. Okay. Not texture, oh my goodness, it's transform. And the reason it's transform is because we want to take this cylinder and we want to have a think how to do it best. Good. If I rotate it, yeah, it rotates on the wrong axis, which means I need to rotate it afterwards, right. Order to vector, I think, and let's vector off position right here. Oh, I don't know if I don't think I did this right, or did I? And now it's always for the alignment business, which I always forget what does what. So Y, Z. Oh, Z almost seems to have done the trick. The only problem is that seems to go backwards. Huh. That really seems to have done the trick. Because now what we need to do is just distance in these two. Right, because your scale is down. Math divide by 0.3. There we go. Stochio theorem. What does Stochio theorem mean? It's a saying that Lemon used to have. Because it stems from Stokes' theorem. Okay, now we can go in right here and change it. So make group. We don't need all of these inputs. All we need is depth, effectively. There we go. And then tone. Oh, it just hit me. I should also move this inwards. Yep. Oh, you absolutely did. Oh, whatever. Beautiful. This, but then I need to also do it separately because I need to math subtract the depth, which means we'll have a single value. Nope, I got that wrong. I got it backwards. Yes, now it will always end in the right spot. And then right here. There we go. And that's how we get an arrow from point A to point B. There we go. How's the Kotlin dreams? Have fun. Alright, good night, Olo. Go and have some Kotlin nightmares. Not mixed vector, vector math. Now what we want is we want three arrows effectively. One that goes on the x-axis, the other one that goes on the y-axis, and then one that goes on the z-axis. And then the same idea, same exact idea. Actually, let's join them all in right here. Okay, multiply by 1. This will give us a map of it going from self. Oh, the bottom was itself. That's weird. Oh, whatever. I'm sticking with it. Top one is the destination, which is no. Oh, damn it! It's gonna be so annoying. Okay, because they don't start at 0, 0, which means we want to actually transform at the end and only at the end move them all like this. Yes. And then subtract this. Right? I feel like I'm getting this wrong. Why is this moving so far away now? It feels like it's moving double, when it shouldn't be moving double. Oh, I can just change them to relative. I'm such an idiot. There we go. This should work now, right? It should. Doesn't mean it does. Because they get much bigger than they should. Now they seem to get smaller than they should. No, okay, this is correct. Alright. Splendid. Let me just change it to white and remove the appearance just to the brightness. Like this. I gotta go sleep. Alright, Autobot, good night, have a good one. And then right here, this one will start and will end. Shit. That's not exactly how I want. Oh, why doesn't it work? Starting point. Oh, that's why. That's weird, actually. That's really weird. Because that's not. Okay, not gonna lie. I made this right now and I don't understand how it works. But I'm pretty certain if I do this, then yeah, it works now. Beautiful. And we can just reduce this a bit. Well, no. These aren't even correct because they're not moving quite as high. Right. This is the going to divide? No. Has to be it. Subtract it. No, neither. Okay, so if we increase this, it vanishes from both sides, which means we want to move it down. We want to move the cylinder itself down. Nope. It's the exact opposite of what we want. This one is better, but now it starts at the wrong place, which means subtract. I don't like how this constant is constant. Also, it depends on which direction it's going in. Of course it does. Why does it? Ah, whatever. I just do it manually, like every proper animator. There we go. Wait, this seems to be divide by -2 of this, doesn't it? Oh, I fixed it. There we go. Splendid then. Cool. So now we have arrows which lead to a certain point. And as such, we can add one additional arrow that will go from 0, 0 to... So like this. This will be our one last arrow, which will be yellow, because that's the color I always use for combination of, there we go. It will go up to arrows. Yep, and now 90. There we go, and then we can just increase the brightness 100. And halfway point, we want it to be already at 10. There we go. Alright. Well, that's it for now, I do believe, because most people have went to sleep. So I feel like that was a good time to call it. We did a lot, actually. We were extremely productive. Comically enough, once again, more with computer science than animations. But don't worry. The point is, we did a lot. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.